Have you ever wondered, what if your life wasn't the only version of reality? What if, somewhere out there, there's another you living a completely different life, making different choices, following different dreams? Is this just a thought experiment, or could it be real? And if it is, how does that change everything we know about existence? In this journey, we'll dive into the science and philosophy of parallel universes, a concept so vast and mysterious that it might just redefine what we think reality is. Imagine this: somewhere far beyond the limits of our perception, there exists another version of you. Not just one, but countless versions. Perhaps in one reality, you're an artist creating breathtaking masterpieces, and in another, you're an explorer charting the unknown. It sounds like the stuff of science fiction, doesn't it? But what if it's more than just a story? What if the idea of parallel universes isn't fantasy, but a possibility? Parallel universes, what do we actually mean by that? Is it one big cosmic duplicate of our world, or something even stranger? The truth is, there's no single answer. Scientists and philosophers alike have explored multiple interpretations of what parallel universes might be, each more fascinating than the last. Let's start with one idea: infinite possibilities. Imagine every choice you've ever made, the roads you've taken, the words you've spoken. Now imagine every choice you didn't make, creating a new universe, a new reality where things turned out differently. Perhaps in one universe you decided to pursue your childhood dream, and in another you took a completely unexpected path. It's like a cosmic version of the choose-your-own-adventure story, where every option leads to a new chapter in an infinite book. Then there's the idea of alternate timelines. Think of history as a single thread running through time. Now imagine that at key moments, pivotal events in history, that thread branches out. What if, in another universe, dinosaurs never went extinct? Or if humanity never discovered fire? Entirely different timelines with outcomes we can't even begin to imagine might be unfolding alongside our own. But here's the twist: these interpretations aren't just philosophical musings. They arise from some of the most intriguing scientific theories. For example, quantum mechanics suggests that every quantum event could split reality into multiple outcomes. In one universe, a particle moves left, in another it moves right. If you follow that idea to its logical conclusion, you end up with a vast, perhaps infinite, multiverse, all springing from the fundamental unpredictability of the quantum world. And what about the cosmic scale? Some scientists propose that our universe is just one bubble in a vast cosmic foam. Countless universes existing independently, each with its own set of physical laws. Imagine floating in an ocean where every bubble holds a completely different world. So whether it's infinite possibilities, alternate timelines, or entirely separate universes, the interpretations of parallel universes are as diverse as they are mind-bending. But one question remains: if these universes exist, is there any way we can connect with them, or even prove they're real? So, if parallel universes exist, what does that mean for us? It's not just a scientific puzzle, it's a question that shakes the very foundation of how we see ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Let's start with the philosophical implications. If there are infinite versions of reality, then who are you really? Are you just one version of an infinite set of possibilities? It's a deeply unsettling idea. For centuries, philosophers have grappled with questions about identity, free will, and purpose. But the notion of parallel universes takes those questions to a whole new level. Think about it. In one universe, you might make a decision that leads to incredible success. In another, you might fail spectacularly. Does that mean your choices don't matter? Or does it mean every choice matters, because each one creates a new reality? And then there's the question of fate and free will. If parallel universes exist, does that mean every possible version of your life is already out there predetermined? Or are you still in control of your destiny, shaping one path while others unfold elsewhere? It's a paradox that challenges everything we think we know about how the universe works and how we work within it. Now let's shift gears to the scientific implications. The idea of parallel universes isn't just philosophical speculation. It emerges from some of the most cutting-edge theories in physics. For example, the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics suggests that every time a quantum event occurs, the universe splits into multiple versions. In one version, the particle moves left, in another it moves right. This isn't just a thought experiment. It's a direct consequence of how quantum systems behave. And on a larger scale, there's the theory of cosmic inflation. According to this idea, our universe may be just one of countless others created during the rapid expansion of space after the Big Bang. Each universe could have its own unique physical laws, making our universe just a tiny speck in an unfathomably vast multiverse. But here's the kicker. If these parallel universes exist, how do we prove it? After all, they lie beyond the reach of our current technology and understanding. Yet, scientists continue to search for clues, subtle hints in the cosmic microwave background, patterns in the distribution of galaxies, or even phenomena we haven't yet discovered. So what does it mean to live in a universe where infinite possibilities exist, but we may never fully grasp them? Are we explorers of a vast unknown, or merely observers of a single, narrow thread? The implications are as profound as they are mysterious, forcing us to rethink not just what we know, but how we know it. Now, let's dig into the science, the hard evidence and the theories that bring the idea of parallel universes out of the realm of imagination and into the world of physics. One of the most fascinating scientific ideas tied to parallel universes comes from quantum mechanics, the branch of physics that deals with the tiniest building blocks of reality, particles like electrons and photons. At this microscopic scale, the universe doesn't behave in ways we're used to. Instead of being predictable, particles exist in a strange state of uncertainty. Here's where it gets really interesting. In 1957, physicist Hugh Everett proposed a radical idea known as the many worlds interpretation. He suggested that whenever a quantum event occurs, whenever a particle has to choose between different states, the universe splits. Each possible outcome happens, but in a different branch of reality. Think of it like this: you're standing at a crossroads, deciding whether to turn left or right. According to the many worlds interpretation, you turn left in one universe, and in another you turn right. Both decisions are real, they just happen in separate realities. This theory isn't just about choices, it's about everything. Every quantum decision creates a branching network of parallel universes, each one following a different path. It's like an endlessly expanding tree, where every split creates new realities. But here's the catch: if these universes exist, we can't interact with them. They're separate, like pages in a book that never overlap. This makes the many worlds interpretation both thrilling and frustrating. It offers a stunning explanation for quantum behavior, but leaves us questioning whether we'll ever know if these other worlds truly exist. Still, the theory has its supporters. Many physicists believe it solves some of the deepest mysteries of quantum mechanics. But it also raises profound questions about reality. If the universe is constantly splitting, then how do we define what's real? And if every possibility exists somewhere, does that mean nothing is truly unique, including you? The many worlds interpretation is just the beginning. To uncover even more about the science of parallel universes, we'll need to go beyond the quantum scale and into the vastness of the cosmos itself. If the many worlds interpretation explores the smallest scales of reality, cosmic inflation takes us to the largest, the very origins of the universe itself. This theory not only explains how our universe came to be, but it might also suggest the existence of countless others. So, what is cosmic inflation? Imagine the universe as we know it, a vast expanse filled with galaxies, stars, and planets. The concept of parallel universes doesn't just expand our view of the cosmos, it directly challenges some of our most deeply held beliefs about free will, fate, and the nature of consciousness. Let's start with free will. We like to think of our choices as defining who we are. Every decision, big or small, feels like a unique thread in the fabric of our lives. But what if, in the multiverse, every choice you could possibly make does happen? In one universe you chose one path, in another a completely different one. If every possibility is realized somewhere, then do you truly have free will? Or are you just playing out one version of an endless set of possibilities? Then there's fate. If parallel universes exist, does that mean everything is inevitable? If every outcome exists in some reality, then does it matter which choices you make? Or does the existence of infinite possibilities mean that no single outcome is destined? It's a paradox that forces us to rethink what it means to be in control of our lives, and whether the idea of control itself even makes sense in a multiverse. And what about consciousness? Who are you in the context of infinite versions of yourself? Is your consciousness unique to this universe, or is it somehow connected to all your counterparts in other realities? Philosophers and scientists have long debated whether consciousness is a purely physical phenomenon or something more profound. The multiverse takes this debate to a new level. Could our minds, our very sense of self, be just one fragment of a larger, interconnected whole? Here's a thought experiment. If you could observe every version of yourself across all universes, would you still feel like the same person? Or would the differences, subtle or dramatic, redefine your understanding of who you are? The idea of parallel universes doesn't just stretch the boundaries of science, it forces us to confront some of the most profound questions about existence itself. It challenges the very concepts of individuality, choice, and identity, leaving us to wonder, in a reality of infinite possibilities, what does it truly mean to be? These are not easy questions to answer, but they remind us that exploring the multiverse isn't just a journey through space and time, it's a journey into the depths of our own understanding, one that may forever change the way we see ourselves and the universe around us. Parallel universes don't just challenge our understanding of reality, they open the door to entirely new realms of discovery. If even a fraction of the multiverse theories prove true, they could revolutionize the way we see the cosmos and our place within it. Imagine the possibilities. If we could uncover evidence of other universes, we might learn why our universe has the specific properties it does, why the laws of physics are fine-tuned to allow stars to form, planets to exist, and life to evolve. Perhaps, in studying other realities, we'd find universes where the conditions are wildly different, teaching us more about the delicate balance that makes our own universe so special. And what about the origins of reality itself? Parallel universes could provide clues about how and why the universe began. Some scientists propose that studying the multiverse might reveal whether the Big Bang was a singular event or just one of countless beginnings in an endless cycle of cosmic creation. Then there's the technological potential. If we could somehow harness the principles of parallel universes, like the mysterious connections hinted at by quantum mechanics, imagine what might be possible. Could we use those principles to solve problems we've never been able to solve before, like faster-than-light travel, infinite energy sources, or even new ways to explore the cosmos? But perhaps the greatest discoveries would come not from the differences between universes, but from what they share. By studying the multiverse, we might uncover universal truths, patterns or principles that apply across every reality. These insights could help us better understand the deepest questions about existence, why there is something rather than nothing, what consciousness truly is, and what the ultimate fate of reality might be. Of course, these discoveries are still far off, lying on the very edges of what we can imagine, but the potential is breathtaking. The multiverse, if real, doesn't just expand the cosmos, it expands the boundaries of human knowledge, inviting us to explore not just the universe we live in, but the infinite possibilities that lie beyond. Ultimately, the pursuit of understanding parallel universes isn't just about science, it's about curiosity. It's about the human drive to seek answers to the biggest questions. to push past the limits of what we know, and to embrace the unknown with open minds and boundless wonder. The discoveries we make might not just change what we know about the universe, they might change what we know about ourselves. The possibility of parallel universes is more than just a scientific theory or a philosophical idea. It's an invitation to expand our imagination and challenge the way we see reality. Few concepts are as captivating or thought-provoking, drawing us into questions that seem to stretch beyond the limits of what we can understand. If these universes exist, they offer a glimpse into infinite possibilities, worlds where history unfolded differently, where the laws of physics may not resemble our own, or where versions of ourselves are living lives we can only dream of. But even if parallel universes remain forever out of reach, the very act of exploring them forces us to think bigger, to ask questions that transcend the boundaries of science and philosophy. At its core, the idea of parallel universes reminds us of the vastness of reality. It's humbling to imagine that our universe might be just one small piece of an endless multiverse, and yet it's exhilarating to know that we're part of something so immense, so mysterious, and so beautiful. And perhaps, whether or not we ever find proof of other realities, the most important discovery might be what this exploration teaches us about ourselves, about our place in the cosmos, about the choices we make, and about the boundless curiosity that drives us to keep asking, keep searching, and keep wondering. So, as we close this journey, consider this. In a universe so full of mystery, where every possibility could exist somewhere, what does that mean for the choices you make today? What does it mean for how you see yourself, your world, and the infinite unknown? The answers may lie beyond our reach, but the questions will always push us forward. So, as you step back into your own universe, carry this thought with you. Every question we ask, every possibility we imagine, brings us closer to understanding the extraordinary reality we call home. And who knows? Perhaps, somewhere in another reality, another version of you is asking these very same questions, dreaming, exploring, and seeking answers in their own way. Constantly splitting, then how do we define what's real? And if every possibility exists somewhere, does that mean nothing is truly unique, including you? The many worlds interpretation is just the beginning. To uncover even more about the science of parallel universes, we'll need to go beyond the quantum scale and into the vastness of the cosmos itself. If the many worlds interpretation explores the smallest scales of reality, cosmic inflation takes us to the largest, the very origins of the universe itself. This theory not only explains how our universe came to be, but it might also suggest the existence of countless others. So, what is cosmic inflation? Imagine the universe as we know it, a vast expanse filled with galaxies, stars, and planets. Now, rewind time. About 13.8 billion years ago, everything we see today was packed into an unimaginably small, hot, and dense point. Then, in a fraction of a second, something extraordinary happened. The universe underwent a rapid, almost explosive expansion. This is what scientists call inflation. But here's where it gets fascinating. Many physicists believe that this process didn't just create our universe. Instead, inflation might have been happening everywhere, creating countless bubble-like universes, each expanding and evolving independently. Picture a pot of boiling water with bubbles forming, growing, and floating away. Each bubble is its own universe with its own unique physical properties and laws of nature. This means that our universe might be just one bubble in an endless multiverse, a vast cosmic foam where universes are born and die. And here's the truly mind-bending part. In some of these universes, the laws of physics could be completely different. Perhaps gravity is stronger. Maybe stars never form. Or maybe life evolves in ways we can't even imagine. The idea of a multiverse emerging from cosmic inflation isn't just theoretical. Some scientists are actively searching for evidence. For instance, if our universe ever collided with another bubble universe in the distant past, it could leave subtle imprints in the cosmic microwave background, the faint glow of radiation left over from the Big Bang. But even without direct proof, cosmic inflation offers an elegant explanation for why our universe looks the way it does. It might not just be a fluke. Instead, we could be one of countless universes, each with its own story, its own reality. So what does this mean for us? If the multiverse exists, then everything we know, our galaxy, our planet, Even ourselves might be just one tiny piece of an incomprehensibly vast puzzle. And that's both humbling and exhilarating. But the search for evidence continues. Could we ever find direct proof of other universes? Or will they remain forever beyond our reach, hidden in the depths of an infinite multiverse?
This has been a Pinguinati production. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description.